Good evening. I'll talk about solve linear equations with decimal coefficient. For example, if we have this equation 0.6 y plus 3 equal to 9, what we have here, the coefficient of the variable y is a decimal value. So we need to solve for this equation. So this is the equation. The simplest way in order to treat with such equation is simply to change the coefficient of y from decimal to fraction. So the equivalent fraction for the decimal 0.6 is 6 divided by 10. So now we can change the coefficient of y to fraction, so it becomes 6 divided by 10 times y plus 3 equal to 9. I have talked in a previous presentation about solving such equation in case that the coefficient of the variable is a fraction. So first we need to keep the variable alone in the left side, so we can simply subtract 3 from the both sides of this equation. So after subtracting 3 from both sides, the left side becomes 6 divided by 10y plus 3 minus 3, and the right side becomes 9 minus 3. The remaining of the left side of the equation is 6 divided by 10y, and for the right side, 9 minus 3 is simply equal to 6. So we can simplify. So this is what we have now. Now we can simply change the coefficient of y to becomes 1 by multiplying both sides of the equation by the reciprocal of the 6 divided by 10, which is 10 divided by 6. So multiply both sides by 10 divided by 6. So the left side becomes 10 divided by 6 times 6 divided by 10y, and the right side becomes 10 divided by 6 times 6. So for the left side, this 6 will cancel with this 6, and this 10 will cancel with this 10, and the remaining is 1y. And for the right term of the equation, this 6 will cancel with this 6, and the remaining is 10. So the solution for this equation is simply y equal to 10. Regarding to the check of the solution, simply you can substitute for this y in the above equation and check for this. So this is the equation 0.6y plus 3 equal to 9. So we need to check for 0.6 times 10 plus 3. Is it the same as 9? So we can simply simplify the left side. So 0.6 times 10 is simply equal to 6 plus 3 is equal to 9. So 9 is equal to 9. So the solution is correct. So we conclude that y is equal to 10 is a solution for the linear equation, the above one. The second equation, we have 0.4x plus 0.6 is equal to 0.5x minus 1.2. See that we have here 4 decimals. So this is the equation. First of all, we need to understand the equivalent fraction of these decimals. So 0.4 is simply 4 divided by 10, and 0.6 is simply 6 divided by 10. 0.5 is 5 divided by 10, and 1.2 can be expressed as a combined fraction, which is 1, and 2 divided by 10. The simplest and easiest step to do is simply to cancel the decimals and change it to a real and constants. So simply we can multiply both sides of the equation with the 10, which is simply the common denominator for these four fractions. So if you multiply both sides by 10, which is the common denominator, so for the left side we have 10 times 0.4x plus 0.6, and for the right side we have 10 times 0.5x minus 1.2. So we can distribute the 10. So for the left side we have 10 times 0.4x plus 10 times 0.6, and for the right side we have 10 times 0.5x minus 10 times 1.2. Now we can multiply. So for the left side we have 4x plus 6, and the right side we have 5x minus 12. Now we have a linear equation so that the variable is at both sides of the equation, and also the constant are at both sides of the equation. I have talked in a previous presentation how to deal with such equation. So we see that 5x is bigger than 4x, so we keep the variable at the right side of the equation and the constants at the left side of the equations. So now we need to cancel the 4x. So simply we can subtract 4x from both sides, so that we need to collect the variables to the right side and the constant to the left sides. So the left side becomes 4x plus 10 minus 4x, and the right side becomes 5x minus 12 minus 4x. So regarding the left side, the 4x cancel with minus 4x. The remaining is the constant 6. And for the right side, we have 5x minus 4x, which is 1x minus 12. So 6 is equal to x minus 12. So as you see here, the variable x is at the right side of the equation, and the constant, which is 6, is at the left side of the equation. Now we need to keep the variable alone, so we need to cancel the minus 12 from the right side of the equation, so we can simply add plus 12. So add plus 12 to both sides. So what we have here, for the left side we have 6 plus 12, and for the right side we have x minus 12 plus 12. So the remaining from the right side is simply x, and the remaining for the left side is 18. So after simplifying, we conclude that is x is equal to 18. Simply you can check for this solution by substituting this value of x in the above linear equation. That's all about solving a linear equation so that the coefficient of the variable is a decimal. Thanks a lot for your watching. Goodbye.